Let's work on a beginner's combo, which is going to be our outside step into a pirouette, into a fireman spin. So make sure you've been safely taught how to do all of these moves, you have warmed up, and that you are injury-free before giving this a go. So let's assume you know everything. We are up on our tiptoes. Inside arm is thumb up nice and high, and we're going to pull, so keep the shoulder away from the ear. Take a little step forward on your inside leg, keeping this leg nice and close to the pole. Outside leg is going to come away from the pole, and the further you take this leg away from the pole, the more momentum you're going to have. Start to lean your body forward as you swivel on your standing leg and bend it, bringing your outside leg all the way around the pole, bending at the knee. Really try and get the toes nice and close together at that point. As you lift up, we're going straight into the pirouette. So your free hand is your outside hand, and it's going to come thumb down across the front of your body and on the back of the pole. This hand is preferably hip height if we can get it there. Your lifted leg is going to help you kick away from the pole. Now that leg can be bent or it can be straight, so whichever you prefer. I tend to do straight if I'm slow and then bent if I'm going fast. So this outside hand comes thumb down. You're going to lead with the ankle of the lifted leg. If you're bending, you're going to bend foot to bum and then rotate. As you come to the pole with your back, you're going to turn your top hand up towards the ceiling. So we are here, thumb up. The top hand rotates up. So the back of the hand comes on, and then the palm comes on. So if you want to practice this without being in any spin, we have a really loose grip, thumb up. As you turn underneath, the back of the hand comes on the pole, and then the palm comes on the pole. The quicker you go, the easier that is. Just make sure you have a loose grip with that top hand. So as we come round, thumb down, we're going to go underneath the top hand. So I'm using my ankle to help me. Back of the hand comes on, palm comes on. Now your bottom hand can come off of the pole. It can slightly push if you need a push to help you get around as well. Once we've come around, we should hopefully be basically back where we started with the inside hand up and the inside leg lifted. We are preferably going to take one step to come into the fireman spin because it's going to make it a little bit quicker. Of course, if you just need to practice that first section, then do that. With our inside leg lifted, we're going to take one step, and you want to make sure that you're resetting your top arm. So this top arm straightens up again, you're going to pull again. Outside hand is going to come thumb up at about belly button height, and you're going to push, and then your outside leg comes away from the pole. Now again, the more your hips come away and the more the outside leg comes away, the faster you're going to go. If you're still not loving it yet, you can keep really close, but just bear in mind, it's going to be a nice, slow, awkward fireman spin. So if it's feeling good, outside leg comes away from the pole. Big push with the outside hand. You're going to bend your foot to your bum, turn and take your knee to the pole. So I like to bring my foot towards my bum and the knee is past the pole, so you're not hitting bone on the pole. We are on our fleshy bit here, which is lovely, and squeeze that leg into the pole. There are, of course, many fireman variations, but for this one, we are tucking our feet up towards our bum. So as soon as that outside leg is on the pole, you're going to lift and squeeze your inside leg up to meet it. So both feet are pulling towards your bum, knees are in line. So pulling with the top arm, pushing with the bottom arm, and this bottom arm helps keep our hips away from the pole. Spin for as long as you can, bring your toes down to the floor, and then we can stand up from there. So that last fireman, we go foot to bum, knee to pole, outside leg on first, inside leg on, and then we can bring our feet down to the floor. Let's go slowly. Inside arm is going to pull. We take a little step on the inside. Outside leg comes all the way around. Bend through your standing leg, bend through your outside leg as it lands. As you lift up, same leg as your top arm comes off of the floor, and your free hand comes thumb down at about belly button height, and you're going to push. Keep lifting the lifted leg. As you turn away from the pole, you're turning underneath the top arm. Back of the hand comes on, and then the palm comes on, and you're going to push and release the bottom hand. Take a step forward, preferably just one, on your inside. As you slide your top hand up a little bit higher, and you're going to pull. Outside hand is going to push, and really try to keep your hips away from the pole. Outside leg comes onto the pole first. As soon as you have that squeeze, lift your inside leg up to meet it, and then spin for as long as you can. Now, when you've cracked it, move on to the other side. We are pulling with the top arm. We take a little step on the inside and come all the way around. Toes come nice and close together. Outside hand comes thumb down across the front of your body onto the back of the pole, and you're going to push to help you turn underneath the top arm. Kick your free leg away from the pole. Again, it can be bent or it can be straight, and then you're going to roll the top hand up the pole. Take one step on the inside leg. Outside hand is going to come thumb up, and you're going to push about belly button height before taking your outside and then your inside knee onto the pole. Two things that are a little bit tricky. Firstly, that pirouette, if you find that you come from your outside step into your pirouette here and you're like, whoa, and you turn around the pole, bring your body straight in line with the pole. So once you've done your outside step, stand up so that your body is straight in line with the pole. If you are wonky here, then your pirouette is going to pirouette across the room. So bring yourself straight here, thumb comes down, and then turn through. The second part that's a bit tricky is the fireman spin. Sometimes it feels really out of control when you've done your outside step to pirouette to fireman spin because you have so much more momentum. So again, we take one step on the inside, reset yourself so you're pulling. And the biggest issue tends to come from this outside leg. If you've just done your spin and you bend here, but you don't bring that outside leg onto the pole, it can then be really hard to get your spin. So as quickly as you can, get this outside leg onto the pole. So I bend my foot to my bum and I turn in, getting the outside leg and then the inside leg onto the pole. Hopefully you like this one.